If you're looking for a base with a strong core and great defendability for your next wipe, then you've clicked on the right video. Today I'm going to be showing you a building style new to Deadside apparently, because I haven't seen this one used yet, called wide gaps or inner gaps. Using these gaps, it allows for so many new ideas for bases, and I'm sure there's many more ways to use these gaps than what I'm using for. Before we get into it, let me know if you guys want anything added to the base. Any ideas, like a China wall, for example. Alright, let's get into it. So, running up to the base, you'll notice a lot of measures to stop door campers. These half walls around the window will stop people from trying to jump in if you leave those windows open. Going upstairs to the second floor shell will have these gaps that you are able to shoot through. And this will go 360 around the base. These are also windows to peek from. Going inside the base, we'll have our doorway. This will leave our lumber mill here, one loot room, our stairs, our second loot room, and then our third loot room on second floor. Going down to first floor, we'll have our pancake layer here. Below me, we're going to have our metal plant, small loot box here. The interior here is going to change when building. I just have it like this for the showcase. TC room will not look like this. And one of these loot rooms are going to be turned into a bedroom. Going upstairs, we're going to climb here. Going to our third floor, we're going to have another pancake layer. And then our doorway right here, with an exit to our first shooting floor here. Stairs moving upstairs. Second exit, loot room, and then our final third exit to our first shooting floor. This is what the first shooting floor is going to look like. Turret pod in front of us. Windows going around the entire base right here. And then we'll have two doorways. These are the gaps I mentioned. But going upstairs, going up, we're going to have our 4 loot rooms here. This last room, I like to put more beds. Going upstairs, we'll have our inner shooting floor windows. Also leading up to the very top of the roof. Then, going out into the shooting floor, you'll see our shooting floor with the gaps, all the windows, many great peeks to see any raiders trying to blow up your base. But yeah, that's basically it for the base tour. Alright, so starting this off, we're going to place a square foundation as close to the floor as you can, and 3 raised foundations around it. We're going to place a door frame in front, and then a roof above it, and this is going to be our starter. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this. Alright, so when placing the TC, we're going to try and get it as close to the wall as we can, and this will leave space for 2 shelves. And that's going to be your starter for now. You can go ahead and get a bunch of loot, and then once you're ready to build, we're going to place a square here, 2 triangle foundations here, and 1 raised right here. On this part, we're going to place a wall here, wall on this side, and a doorway here and here. We'll go ahead and put the frame here as well. This is what it's going to look like from the top, and then we're going to go ahead and put a ceiling here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this. This is what it's going to look like on the inside. We're going to have 2 shelves here. We're going to replace one of the shelves over here with our lumber mill. And this is what your starter is going to look like for now. Once you're ready to build again, you're going to pull out your square foundation. This part gets a little confusing, so we're going to place a square here and then 8 squares out. So this square counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to leave this 8th square here, and we're going to delete the rest of the squares that are back here. Alright, so once we're done breaking it, we're going to go back over here to this square, and we're going to build back to the base in triangle foundations. Once we get there, you're going to notice that there's going to be a little gap right here. You're going to want to have the gap, so make sure it's not connected to the main base, like that. Upgrade these two right here. Right there, you can see the gap a bit. You'll notice it more if you place a door frame here. Boom. There we go. Alright, then we're just going to break the rest of this. Alright, once it's all broken, we're going to be able to add more to the base. So we're going to pull out our square foundation. We're going to place two away from the base right here. And we're going to place raised foundations, triangle foundations, all around this, except for this last part, right here to the left, where we're going to place a wall. We're going to place our door frames here, 1, 2, and then our double door frames here. That's what it looks like from above, and then we're just going to fill this in. Then we'll upgrade this. Alright, to summarize so far what's going on with the base, we're going to have 2 loot rooms right here, 1, 2, and then we're going to have this doorway right here. You're able to place 2 doors here, so it's a little more pricey when raiding. Then we're going to have another loot room here. I like to turn that room into a bedroom, and then our TC room. And this is what it looks like from the top. So you'll notice we're missing this third section, and we're going to repeat the same thing we did before. Make sure you leave a gap here. Don't want it connected to the main base. Then we'll do the same thing we did with the other one, where we're going to place our square foundations here and here, raised foundations around it, our double door frames here, single door frames here, and our wall. This wall is gonna provide a honeycomb. Look at it from right here. And then we're just gonna upgrade all this. Now once this is all upgraded, we're gonna place our ceiling, and then we're gonna leave this square open on the left because this is gonna be our jump up. So we're gonna place stairs here, and then right there you'll notice a gap to the left. We're gonna fill this up with a wall. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade this. Alright, so now right here we're gonna place half walls around the entrance. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade these. Once these are all upgraded, we're gonna place walls around this, as well as a roof, and then upgrade this. Then we'll place our door frame and our door. Just like that. This is going to be our jump up to second floor once it's all built. Once we're done with that, we're going to place a pancake layer on the roof. Place it over these squares. Once you're done placing it over these squares, you're basically just going to fill in the inside and place half walls anywhere you can, really. And then once you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and upgrade all this. Then we're going to add ceilings to fill all this in. Just like that. Make sure there's a gap in between each of these ceilings. And just like that, we're done with the first section of this base. This is kind of pretty much the hard part done. Go ahead and look at the inside. We'll have our 2, 3 loot rooms, our bedroom, TC room, And that should get you good for a hot minute before you're ready to build again. This is what it's going to look like from the outside. You'll be able to jump up onto these walls. Now, once you're ready to build again, we're going to go ahead and get our half walls out again. We're going to place them all around the edges of the base. Make sure to place them on this gap as well. Gap right here as well. And there's going to be 3 gaps you're going to have to place the extra half wall on. Right here. We're going to upgrade the half walls and then fill it in with triangle roofs. Upgrade all of this. Alright, so once we're done with that, we're not going to be able to jump up because of these half walls, so we're going to have to build a jump up. Going around the base until we find the side where the door is to get inside the base, right here on the right side of it. We're going to place 2 squares right here on the floor, and if you're low on resources, we can just go ahead and place a door frame here and a roof right here. And this could be just a quick jump up for now if you're low on resources, like I said. But getting into it, we're going to place 3 walls just like this. We're going to place stairs going up, and then we're just going to fill the rest in with double door frames. Place a roof, then upgrade. Once it's all upgraded, you're going to go ahead and place doors. Once you place those doors down, this is how it's going to look. You're going to have these gaps. Be able to shoot through these. Actually, it's a lot easier to just open the door and shoot through them though. Once we're done with this part, we're going to have to repeat this on each side of the base, so we're going to have to do it an extra 5 times. And this is going to be part of the shell. Go ahead and repeat this on each side of the base. I sped it up right here for you so you don't have to sit through this. Once we're done, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to go ahead and upgrade. I'm sure we've got a decent amount of loot now, so let's get ready to build onto the second floor. What we're going to do here is we're going to place a wall here. We're going to place 2 walls actually, but yeah, 1 wall here, 1 wall here. And then we're going to place 2 door frames right here. Then we're just going to wall this off right here. This will be another loot room on your second floor. Then we'll go ahead and upgrade all this. This is what it's going to look like. We'll just go ahead and fill this in with our door frame, single door frame, and then our roof. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and get on building the shell. So going down here on any side, we're going to place a triangle foundation. Make sure it's not connected to this square over here, but it's connected to this corner. And place it right here. And then we're going to place 3 squares out. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to break these 2 squares. 1, 2. We're going to leave this last one, and we're going to build back in triangles. Just like this. We're going to break this triangle over here. Then we're going to place 2 more triangles, make sure they're not connected to the base. Then we're going to go ahead and upgrade. What we're also going to want to do is we're going to place triangles on these edges right here. Upgrade these, but then we'll just break the rest of the twig. Repeat this on each side. Once we're done with all that, we're gonna place a square in the front here, and we're gonna repeat this on each side. Once we're done with that, we're ready to go ahead and place these walls. So what we're first gonna do is we're gonna place window here, here. Above the windows we're gonna place windows, and then we're gonna place 2 double door frames above each other. We're gonna place our doors and our shutters. Fill these in, and then we're gonna upgrade all this. Once it's all upgraded, we're gonna go ahead and repeat this on each side. Once you're done and you have everything upgraded, we're gonna be able to go ahead and move on to the next part. By the way, nobody can fit through these gaps, so you're fine. Going inside, we're gonna place these 2 door frames right here, and above we're also gonna place door frames. Now going upstairs, we're gonna place ceilings right here below us and above us. And we're gonna repeat this on each side. Once we've placed all of it and upgraded it, this is what it's gonna look like. And now we're gonna place half walls above these gaps. So here, here, and here. This is what it should look like. We're gonna do this around the entire side. Once we've placed all that, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade all this. Now that it's upgraded, we're gonna place a square on the middle part of these gaps. So all along here, we're gonna place squares. Now that that's done, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the base. So we're gonna place walls around here for another loot room. Our stairs, another loot room, and then our exit. We're gonna place 2 single door frames here. 1, 2. Then we're gonna place a wall right here. This will act as honeycomb, so they can't blow one wall into the jump down. Now we're gonna place our stairs here. And then we're gonna place frames all around here for support. Once we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and place our roof. Fill all this in. We're also gonna want to add our door frames. So here, 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 and here. Now it's gonna be super pricey to raid. Then we're just gonna go ahead and upgrade all this. Once it's all upgraded, we'll notice these gaps in the roof, and I'll get onto those in a second. But first, we're gonna do the same thing we did on the first floor. We're gonna place these half walls, upgrade these, and then we're gonna place our door frame and our walls and our roof. Before I do that though, we're gonna go ahead and fill in these holes. Just place triangles over them. Make sure these gaps still align with the base though. Messed up right here actually. Alright, and then I'll go ahead and build the rest of this. Like I said, we're going to place our 3 walls, our roof, and then our door frame and door. Once we're done with this, we're going to come down here and fill these holes in. We're going to place walls around here as honeycomb. I forgot to add the half wall here, so I'm going to do that now. finishing up. Once we're done, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade all of this. Once it's all upgraded, we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna fill in the holes that are left. These holes, we'll just place triangles over them, and then we'll go ahead and upgrade them. Alright, once we're done with that, we've got our shell made, everything's upgraded. We're gonna go ahead and add honeycomb to the roof. Alright, once that's all done, we can just check if these gaps are still reaching to the bottom. If they are, you should be all good. This is the base design so far. This is what it's going to look like. This is what you're going to have set up for now. You're going to go ahead and get your loot, go farm, save up some resources for the next part of the building phase. And yeah, this is what you're going to have. Once you're ready to build, we're gonna go ahead and place half walls along the outside of these windows. Then we're gonna place triangle floors above them. When you're placing the floor, you want to make sure it's connected to the half wall and not the actual base. Once you're done upgrading, we're gonna place scaffold along the sides of the door. And we're gonna upgrade this. We're gonna repeat this on every door exit of the base. Once all that's done, we can go to our second floor of shell, and we're gonna go ahead and place stairs on these second floor doorways. This is gonna let us see anybody in front of the doorway, stop people from door camping. You're gonna go ahead and repeat this on each side of the base. Once that's all done and upgraded, you can, and this is if you want, I don't usually do it because I like being able to escape from my shell, but you can place roofs on those triangles and it'll stop people from getting into those spots if they're on your roof. I don't like doing it because, like I said, I like leaving from my second floor shell if I'm in a pickle. Now, starting off on the first shooting floor we have, we're going to place half walls alongside these gaps here. See why we do it in a second. Just gonna repeat it on all three sides. Go ahead and upgrade these. Once it's all done and upgraded, we're gonna place 2 doorways on each of these half walls. And these will be our exits to shooting floor, and then we're just gonna wall all this off. We're gonna go ahead and place our scaffold or double doorways around just like that for support. Place 2 doorways here and then 2 walls right here. Then we'll just fill the space in with doorways in just like that. We'll go ahead and upgrade all this, and then we're gonna place a ceiling as well. Before we do that, we're gonna come down here to these shooting floor exits, and we're gonna place another double doorway right here, as well as a half wall above it. And we're just gonna do this on each exit. Once we're done upgrading and placing our ceiling, we're gonna have our stairs here, our loot room here, and then our 2 exits. Going up to finish this off, we're gonna place our 3 walls, a roof, and a doorway. Then going down, we're gonna start building our shooting floor. We're gonna place triangles on connected to the base here. Gonna make sure they're connected to the floor below me, just like this. We're gonna do this on each side. Once we've placed all the floors, we're gonna go ahead and place windows down. When we're placing the windows, we're gonna wanna leave a gap on the places without twig. Once it's all done in these gaps, we're going to place scaffold as well as a floor, and we're going to do this on each side. Then we're going to go ahead and upgrade all these. Afterwards, we're going to place windows to seal these off. Now on these spots in front of the windows, we're going to place scaffold here. We're going to place this 3 high. And then around these, we're going to finally place our deck. Upgrade this. And then we'll place scaffolding, filling this square, 3 high as well. Go ahead and repeat this on each side of the base. Once we're done, we're going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the roof here. Then we're going to go ahead and upgrade the roofs. Now going down here, we're going to be adding scaffolding on the part I'm standing on. We're going to place 1 scaffold here, and then a half wall above it, and we're going to repeat this on each side. Once that's all done being upgraded, we're going to go ahead and add on to the next floor. This area right here is going to be our stairs. So go ahead and place our doorway here, wall here, fill this in, add our stairs, put the ceiling on, and we'll add our doorway. We'll seal this piece off with walls and a doorway as well. Going down, we're going to fill in these walls as well. Once that's all placed and upgraded, we're going to go ahead and place doorways on the inside of this. Then we're going to go ahead and fill up the roof. Once we're done with that, we've got everything upgraded. We're going to go ahead and start building our second floor out. On the opposite side of the stairwell, we're going to place walls around here and then add more stairs. We're going to add a window here and a doorway here. We're going to do this on the opposite side as well. Go ahead and create this. We're going to place our roofs. Add a doorway here to be able to place this final triangle. Just like that. Alright, to finish this up, we're going to go ahead and place an exit on the top with 3 walls, a door, and then we'll upgrade all this. Alright, so Coming outside to the ledge, we're going to start filling this in. What we're going to do here is we're going to be placing our floors. So, when placing these triangles, we're going to make sure we have a gap here so they connect to the squares that we're about to place. Just like this. Then we're going to place our squares connected to these half walls. And we're basically just going to be filling these in. So, all around the base, we're going to be placing triangles now. Just like that. You're going to want to repeat this on each side of the base until it's all filled. Once you're done, go ahead and upgrade. And this is how it's supposed to look. Now for the windows, on each disconnectable part, we're going to place 3 windows, just like this. And we're going to repeat this on each side. Now on each of these empty spots, we're going to go ahead and start placing scaffold. Once you've placed all the scaffold, go ahead and place 3 stairs on each of them. Now that it's all upgraded, we're going to go ahead and fill this in with doors and windows. Now we want to support our roof, so we're going to get our scaffolding, place scaffolding here, here, and here, and do that around the entire base. Afterwards, we're also going to place scaffolding here, and on the other side here. Just like that, go ahead and upgrade all this, and then place a ceiling and upgrade that as well. Once that's all done, this is what the roof will look like. We'll start finishing up the last section of the base. So, starting off right here, we're going to want to place stairs. The stairs aren't going to go on the outside of the square, but they're going to go on the inside, like this. And we're going to place this around the entire base. We're going to place stairs on the edges of here, and then we're going to repeat this on around the base. Now that we've got that, we're going to place half walls, like this, on the outside stairs. We're not going to place them next to the stairs here, but on this one, the inside stairs, we're going to place half walls. We're going to repeat this around the entire side of the base. And this is what it should look like when you're done. Go ahead and upgrade all this. And we're done. I hope you liked the video. If you did, let me know by clicking the like button, drop a sub if you want to get notified when I post, and let me know if you want to see more builds.